Hi, welcome back to the next video snippet from Angels in Syrup. Today we're going to read the third part of chapter 2, finish it up. And once again, you can buy a copy of this book. Yes, sir. It's a little book. It won't take long to read. But check the link in the comments section. You'll figure it out. It's a good one. Okay, here we go. By the time that Dave and the angel had finished their sandwiches, Dave had a head full of ideas that he was afraid were beginning to drive him insane, but he still had questions that he felt he really needed to ask Harvey. So, Dave began, you angels are from the celestial realm where things are very different from here on Earth. Harvey nodded. So am I just hearing you in my mind because you're beaming thoughts into my brain, or do you speak English? Parlez-vous français? I don't, Harvey, but do you? Dave asked. We speak all human languages and all of the languages of the animals and the plants. Plants speak very slowly, trees especially. Animals, except for warm-blooded vertebrates, don't have much on their minds except finding food and reproducing and not being eaten, so they're not much on conversation, the angel explained. And since there's stuff in the celestial realm besides all of that, ether, do you speak the language of the stars? Dave was feeling overwhelmed. So he had decided that he was going to trip this angel motherfucker up right here and right now. Of course, Harvey said. Aha, Dave thought. Gotcha. But what Dave said very smoothly was, okay, Harvey, how would another planet pronounce your name? Or a star? You can't pronounce it, Dave, Harvey said with just the tiniest of smiles at the corners of his mouth. What do you mean? Dave asked again, trying not to let this guy win. Okay, Dave, here you go. And Harvey opened his mouth. And Dave experienced the smell of a wave as big as the sunrise, a sibilant roar of rotting horseshoe crabs on a hot plate, the colors that pressed against his ears after he had stood too close to the bass player for 4 hours, coupled with and discreetly separate from the taste of a blister on his foot as it broke, and other sensations that didn't have anything to do with any sense he might have had. You see, Dave, we angels and the rest of the celestial beings and planets and stars and such are synesthetic. We communicate through a blending of the 11 senses. Harvey, Dave interrupted, there are 5 senses: sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. Yeah, Dave, the angel smiled at him again. Those are some of them. Humans just aren't built for the others. It would do no good to try to explain them to you. Well, you could try. Dave felt like a little kid talking to his dad. Okay, well, maybe you could tell me what blue sounds like, the angel said. Like those old songs, lowering a note in a song just a little bit to make it, well, not sad necessarily, but more expressive. I'm no musician, Harvey. Dave tried his best. No, Dave, not the music, the color. This was completely beyond Dave, but Harvey was a patient angel, and so he waited for Dave to ask his next question. Dave slurped at his soda and hit bottom. Can I get your refill, Dave? Harvey asked. I sure could use some more seltzer. Thanks, Harvey, Dave said. I'm drinking cream soda. Diet? Dave had to laugh. Nah, Harvey, I'm old school. Harvey left Dave at the table, and by the time the angel had returned with the refills, Dave had cleared some of the confusion from his mind and was ready with another question. So, Harvey, Dave said, since you angels work for God. The angel shook his head. No. Dave began again. Okay, since you angels don't work for God, why are you here? I guess you could say that we're kind of stuck here, Dave. Harvey responded, a hint of a cloud crossing his countenance as he said it. Harvey just looked away and waited for Dave to spit that stupid phrase out again. What do you mean? Dave asked. Harvey had spoken to people before, and he knew that Dave would be asking that particular question a lot more as he and Harvey got to know each other better, for as long a time as Harvey would have the pleasure of Dave's company. Harvey was a patient puka. Harvey had decided that he would refer to himself only as an angel when he was talking with Dave. It was something Dave could understand. Other people Harvey had the pleasure to meet could accept Harvey's other identities, but Dave probably couldn't, at least not yet. When we came to Earth and tried to leave, I don't know, maybe it's you people. We couldn't go. It's like we're stuck. Stuck like a fly in syrup. But why did you angels come here in the first place, Harvey? Pastrami, Dave, the angel said. Pastrami, Dave repeated. Well, not just pastrami, Harvey said. We come for the miracles. Miracles, Dave repeated. Like what kind of miracles? Loaves and fishes? Lourdes? Jesus on a tortilla? No, Dave. I told you we aren't that kind of angels, Harvey said. We're the here for the real miracles. Like what then? Oh, the angel said, yesterday's hot dog combo, strawberries, Fred Astaire movies, surfing, s'mores, bacon, beer. Harvey, Dave interrupted, those aren't miracles. Miracles are like when it rains diamonds on Neptune. Dave, raining diamonds on Neptune, that's just a chemistry experiment, the angel said. Miracles are, well, miraculous. Do you remember when the New England Patriots lost abysmally to the Kansas City Chiefs 42-27? I don't watch football, Harvey. That's not the point, Dave. Well, what's the point, Harvey? It was a surprising and welcome event that could not be explained by scientific or natural laws. It was a marvel, a wonder, a phenomenon, a mystery, a highly improbable, extraordinary event that brought happy consequences. And you got a shit ton of them right here on Earth. Maybe more than anywhere else in the universe, Harvey told Dave. Like what else? Dave asked. Those miracles seem like pretty normal stuff to me. Well, there's other stuff too. Like Norway, or a perfectly ripe peach. Or the first instant that a boy's hand touches the hand of the girl that he loves, or vice versa. Ad alium versa. Ad alium versa, Harvey? You could say another turn from the Latin ad alium, meaning another, plus versa, the ablative singular feminine of versus, for the past participle of vertere, meaning to turn. You people with your complicated identities and expressions of your gender orientation make respectful references very difficult sometimes. Do you mean stuff like the Aurora Borealis? That's pretty cool. I saw a video on National Geographic Presents. Dave put his 2 cents in. Harvey realized that Dave was trying his best, but he had to explain. The Aurora Borealis? Nah, we're celestial beings, Dave. Been there, seen and done that. Dave said slowly, okay, anything else? Hundreds of other miracles, Dave, the angel said. Good barbecue. Dave had this one. North Carolina, Texas, Memphis, South Carolina, Kansas City, yes, hopefully. Karena Goji Gui, Harvey said, and baby humans sleeping. Cashmere, the sweet aroma of a blooming bay magnolia. Dave nodded tentatively at these. Lutefisk, durian fruit. Titanarum, you know, the corpse flower. Wait a minute, Harvey, Dave butted in. Those are disgusting. Well, Harvey admitted, maybe they are an acquired taste, but, he concluded, there was also the Great Serengeti Migration and the Great Plains bison, at least before you asshole humans killed off most of them. Dave continued to nod. Kittens and puppies, you know, the angel continued. The first friend to post a video of a cute kitten on Facebook was an angel. Baby animals of almost every kind, mostly mammals, but some reptiles and amphibians. Baby insects, not so much. Maggots are miraculous too, but they're not my cup of tea. Dave grimaced for just a split second. This was difficult for him. And lots of music, Dave. The angel smiled at this. Beethoven's Ninth Choral Symphony. But he stole the tune from one of us. Throat singing, flamenco, the whole shebang. Guitar, singing, and dancing. Duane Allman, but that was a long time ago. What about Warren Zevon? Dave asked. He was one of us, Dave. He found a way to leave. John Coltrane wasn't one of us, but he could have been. Dave couldn't help it. Banjos? He asked with a grin. Harvey laughed. No, Dave, but Bill Monroe was definitely one of the Earth's miracles. And then there's the green flash. Dave looked confused. The green flash? The green flash, although sometimes they're blue, is an optical phenomenon that happens when certain conditions are perfect. Just after sunrise or right before sunset, a green spot or sometimes a green ray shooting into the sky from the point where the first or last bit of the sun touches the horizon. It lasts for less than a second. Sometimes they are earthly miracles. At other times, they happen when an angel leaves the earth. Is that all of them? Dave asked. Oh, hell no, Dave. There are oodles more, the angel told him. But we'll have time to talk again. I've been stuck here on Earth for the longest time. But for now, I've got to go. I'll be seeing you. And Harvey took the trash from their table and tossed it in the can by the door as he left. Dave was exhausted by his talk with Harvey. He got up from the table, put a generous tip in the jar on the counter, and left the deli. He couldn't really say how long it took him to walk home, but by the time he got to his house, Dave was exhausted. He decided that he needed to take a nap. Dave found Bast waiting at the back door with today's gift, a scrawny, dead mockingbird baby, placed precisely in the center of the welcome mat.